Hello, everybody. Tyler here. Welcome back. Um, I just want to make a brief video about the California wildfires going on. I feel terrible for California right now, guys. California is having a very large wildfire this year. It's just another one of those crazy ass wildfires that just shouldn't be happening. Uh, for everybody in California, I hope everybody makes it out all right. And for the people that die, I'm really sorry about that. Rest in peace. This is horrible. And you know what? These wildfires are going to keep on happening until we stop global warming. I already know Trump says this is a Chinese hoax, but it is not. Global warming is real. California is on fire right now. It's part of the reason why half of the country, the state of, how the half of the country of Brazil was on fire. Remember that? When entire half of the country was on fire. Yeah, I remember that. That same day I did that Brazil video. I hope everybody makes it out safe in Brazil. So I figured I'd do the same thing for California today. Because I know California definitely needs it. I'm so sorry, guys, about the wildfires in California. For everybody that's impacted, I'm very sorry about that. I hope everybody makes it out all right. And if not, I'm really very sorry to hear that. It's devastating. So yeah, this is not a Chinese hoax. This is something that's actually happening. Um, this is something that is affecting us. I remember back in 2015, I think it was 2014 maybe. We had a few wildfires in Colorado here. 2019, California is having a very large wildfire now. Again, it's just horrible. I'm really am so sorry for the people in California. I already know Trump hates California. He hates that state. He hates everybody there. So it doesn't affect him at all. But you know what? It affects people that I know and like in California. You know, and from my YouTube friends and some of the other people. You know, my Facebook friends too. I hope everybody makes it out all right in California. I just hope everybody in California is in shelter at this point if it's necessary. For the houses that burned down, that really sucks, man. You have to build some more houses, you know? You have to get some people to build some houses, um, so there isn't a shortage of houses in California to where they'd have to move to another state nearby, like maybe Nevada or some other state in the area, or maybe Colorado if they choose, or whatever state they choose. In the next 30 years, if we don't do anything about global warming, guys, I think California is going to be uninhabitable. It's going to be kind of like the weather, kind of like what the weather is like in Iraq, where it's like 120 degrees some days, and 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 one day over in the Middle East. I don't remember where it was. I think it was Qatar. Qatar. Qatar is how do you pronounce this? I mean, is how you spell it. Qatar. Quater. I don't know how to say that. I believe that was the country or the United Arab Emirates. It was one of those two, where a whole entire night, the temperature did not go below 108 degrees Fahrenheit. That is insane. That's going to be California if we don't battle this global warming crap, and there's going to be more wildfires. And some of the hottest places, they're going to have really bad. You know, you're going to have really bad stuff like that, and possibly more. Now, I could be wrong on this, but they might also get more sandstorms, but I'm not 100% sure. I already know that there's going to be a lot more lightning and a lot more tornadoes hitting, um, especially in the summer when it comes to that, unfortunately. So, yeah, we got to fight global warming, guys. We got to come together as a team. Even if you think it's a hoax, it's really not. Science proves that this is an emergency. We gotta get a president that understands this. The president we have right now just doesn't care about global warming. He thinks it's a hoax. He thinks it doesn't exist. He is wrong. He's lying to you. Scientists prove that every day that Trump is wrong. Remember when Trump drew a circle to include Alabama, or whatever he did to include Alabama with a Sharpie? That is vandalism, and that is nonsense. Seriously. Just because something didn't go your way, you decided to grab a Sharpie. You know what? I could have done that to anything, literally. I could have just written a Sharpie on anything and said, oh look, your house got destroyed. And when I just put a bunch of burn marks on it. Just put a bunch of scribbles with a Sharpie to make it look like it's been destroyed. See this picture? And then you see it scribbling. I mean, literally. That's literally the kind of logic Trump uses. No. You know what? Calling it logic is an absolute... It's a disgrace, because he's definitely not. He lost his mind. Anyways, I don't want to get too far into politics, but still, that's part of what's happening right now. I just hope California's okay. This is really bad. California is already a really hot state. They, almost never get rain and thunder. California's going to get hotter. Nevada's going to get hotter. It might even get hotter in places like Malaysia, Singapore, and some of those other really tropical areas where the temperatures are really high. Even in the winter time, the temperatures are in the 80s and stuff, usually. It's going to end up going to 95 and then 100. We got to fix this, guys. We got to get a president that understands this. Our current president doesn't care about what's going on in the real world. He doesn't care about what went on in Brazil. He doesn't care about what's happening in California. He just tries to avoid it, and then when it's proven that he is wrong, he grabs a Sharpie and then he just adds it. You know that to vandalize a National Weather Service, when you vandalize a National Weather Service warning, for weather, and also stuff for fires and stuff. You know that is actually against the law. You can't grab a Sharpie and do that, because then it scares the other people, and some of the people in Alabama were literally packing up, and they were like, we got to get out of here, even though, oh my God, they literally don't even know how to trust the people are literally treating Trump like an ex-husband. They're just not even looking at him. They're not even taking him seriously anymore. And good. No one in the entire world should have to take Trump seriously. This is just disgusting. Everything he says is a lie. He contradicts himself more than anybody I've ever seen. But then again, I'm only 18 years old. It's worse than my mom has ever seen too. And my mom's been around for half a century. Oh my God. I'm just stressed out because we gotta control these wildfires. Part of it is we need to stop global warming. This is a crisis. I don't know how much more clear I can make it. The president was literally rejecting what's going on. He said Alabama would be hit with hurricane, I think, and then it's just a bunch of nonsense. It's just old man jargon, It's nonsensical. It's just a bunch of angry and hateful division. I hope California I hope they get people that will build houses for the people that no longer have a house and try to fix their lives up for them, so to make up for what happened. I feel sick when I hear California wildfire, when I hear wildfires in general, about what's going on. You know, wildfires that are going on in other places. I get sick to my stomach. The first thing I think of is like, my God, we gotta fix this planet, guys. We gotta save this planet from this type of shit. So, guys, don't boo at Trump. Don't do any of that. You want to know what you should do? Vote. Trump can't hear you when you're booing him. Vote. Voting will change everything, and that will affect him. So yeah, guys, too many people have not voted last time. We gotta get more people to vote. I mean, literally, and they're saying 3 million illegal voters in California. That's not true. They're making up statistics. They expect us to believe that over what's actually happening, like the fire going on in California, fire going on in Brazil that end up destroying more than was anticipated. And the person that originally started the fire didn't expect it to destroy the half the whole country. So yeah, I keep telling you guys we got to do something, man. I mean, I understand this world's a crazy place sometimes, but we got to get over there and vote. Go over there and vote. Vote, and then we will see change happen. This isn't going to fix itself. We got to do something to fix it. Nothing fixes itself. That's a life lesson. Nothing fixes itself. You have to fix it, Or if somebody else fixes it, that's part of it too, Then it's no longer an issue, obviously. I just hope they get this under control. I mean, I definitely do think global warming is contributing to this, because you know what? We've had more wildfires in the last decade than we have, I think, almost ever. And everything I'm saying, you could look up on Google for yourself. And scientists will say the exact same thing that I'm saying right now. I am pro-science. Some people are anti-science. I'm pro-science because, you know what? These people have been spending their whole freaking lives studying weather and all this other stuff, and you're telling them they don't know a thing about weather? Give me a break. These people are a hell of a lot more qualified than you, if you're going to think that. Yeah, we gotta control the wildfires. We gotta vote. We gotta vote Trump out of office, because he is anti-science and he has a narcissistic disorder, and a president should never, ever, ever have a disorder like that. That literally destroys. He's destroying the world. Really. And trying to get more oil in our world, which just causes more damage and makes India smell worse and makes China smell terrible. Just makes some of these other places smell just terrible because they're pumping all that shit in the air. Maybe Pakistan. I don't know much about Pakistan, but maybe. I just hate to see this going on to the world. I hate seeing these wildfires. I feel like we can do something about this. We just got to do something about this, guys. We gotta do what science tells us. If we don't do what science tells us, good luck to the world, man. The world is going to start falling apart faster than you could ever imagine. There'll be fires everywhere. Especially in the warmer places. Especially in the Middle East, there'll be, lots of humidity, and then all of a sudden, in some of the areas where it's really dry, I know the country Egypt is really dry too. That place probably would be on fire at that point. And we just got to do something, I'm not going to stay silent anymore because this really is pissing me off. We got to do better than this. This is unreal what's happening to this world. Guys, we got it. God bless California. I hope everything is okay in California. For the people that live in California, please get into shelter if the fire's anywhere near your area. And if your stuff gets destroyed, I feel terrible for you. I really do feel terrible for you. In fact, I'm thinking about donating to California. I'm going to try to find a way that I could donate to California. I want to donate to the people that are losing their stuff and that are impacted by the wildfires. I believe they should get something in return to make up for what's happening. What's happening is unfair, and I feel terrible at the end of the day. I just don't want this to be happening to our planet. Yes, I'm pro-science because I don't want this to be happening to our planet. This is not normal. I understand once in a great blue moon there being wildfire, but there's like several wildfires in a single year now. There's several a year now. Like we had one in Brazil this year, had one in California. We may have even had some other ones. Those are just the main two that I recall at the moment. There probably is others, I just don't remember. Still, even if it was just 2 in a year, that is a lot of wildfires. That's a lot. I understand there's 200 countries in the world, but still, people are suffering. Every day people are suffering because of the decisions that boneheads like Mr. Trump are doing and taxing the poor to give to the people to rich people to make them even richer, while also doing nothing to fight global warming. That's not what the United States is for. And you know what? They also want to get rid of immigrants. The United States is full of immigrants. You know what? You want to know what the word united means? That means we stand together. It doesn't matter if we're black. It doesn't matter if we're Hispanic, Latino. I wouldn't care if you were from Egypt and you came from Carroll or something, and then you came over to California or one of the other states. I wouldn't care if you did. That'd be totally fine. As I understand that traffic has gotten bad, but still, there's ways you could get around that. United States. The word united means we unite. We unite with the other people from the other countries. That goes against the word united when we're literally sending immigrants back to their countries. When we're ripping families apart just for I don't even know what reason. And also they just want to get tax cuts to the rich, which does nothing other than screw the poor. Give to the people that don't deserve it to make them even more greedy. I mean, some people even say publicly, like, for example, the last president we had, Obama, the last good president we had, he said that he doesn't even need this extra money that he's given from the Trump tax cut. He doesn't even need the money. What's the point? Why don't you give it to charity? Why don't you give it to somewhere? And not just, they're literally giving it just for giving the corporate money just temporarily. Meanwhile, the entire planet's going to be destroyed. If our planet is to get destroyed, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? We can't hide from when the planet explodes. I know that's unlikely to happen, okay? That's very unlikely, but still, just think about it. In 30 years from now, this world's going to be butt-fucked if we don't do anything about it. There's going to be fires everywhere. Where are we going to hide? Literally have to hide in, like, Alaska or something. We literally would have to hide in Alaska or somewhere. My point is that there's nowhere to go when this Earth gets damaged like that. There's nowhere else to go. We can't escape from this planet. There's nowhere we can go. So we got to do something before it gets to that point, is what I'm trying to say. If I inspired you, great. If I didn't, fine. But we got to help out We gotta be the ones that save this planet, guys. We just gotta do everything we can, everything in our power, to send the message that this is a bunch of BS. This shouldn't be happening to our planet. Us people deserve better. We're just trying to survive. United States, united. We stick up to each other. We stand up to bullies. Not join them, not follow them, which is what President Donald J. Trump is doing. And it's also the same president that freaking, back in 2005, he talked about touching women inappropriately and how he liked to do. Yet, he's the exact same person also says that he loves women more than anybody else. No way. No. Those are two completely opposite things. See, right there, he contradicted himself. Look up the 2005 Trump video if you don't believe me. It is on the internet. Of Trump saying that he likes grabbing women by the genitals. Some disturbing shit. And then he lies about it and saying that he actually respects women. No, he doesn't. He grabs women inappropriately. That's literally like me saying, I love my country, but fuck Alaska, Hawaii, and all 48 other states. That's just for example. I don't actually mean that, but that's just an example. Those are two completely different things. It's like, which one do you mean? One or the other. You can't have both. Both would make absolutely no sense, right? I didn't mean to get to a political rant, but you know what? This is going to be half a political rant, too. Because, my God, we got to do something, guys. This planet isn't going to fix itself. We got to be there to fix it for us. For us people, you know. What are the kids going to do? The world's going to be a much darker place in the next 20, 30 years if we don't do anything. Just think of the mess we're going to leave the children to have to deal with. Parent separation, if you thought all this other bullcrap wasn't bad enough, even more to this day is happening. Wow. Really, the only good thing about Trump is he is destroying the Republican Party. So now it's pretty obvious how to be politically. Like, if you like logic and if you like science, if you don't reject science and call it a hoax, then you obviously are on the side of science. And you understand how... And you know what? Weather and climate are two completely different things. Don't take my word for it. Take the words of the respected journalists and the respected scientists that have been saying that. Take their word for it. Don't take my word, okay? My word is cheap. Take their word for it. Take their evidence for it. And bam, there it is. Right in front of your face. You listen right into it. We gotta save this. We gotta save this nation, guys. Everybody's counting on us. And if we disappoint them, it's gonna be our fault just as much as the other people's fault. Because we didn't do anything to stop it, we just let it be. We just said, yeah, it's okay. It's just going to happen anyway, whether we do something or not. That is not true. We could stop it. We could stop it. Booing isn't going to do anything. Rallying isn't going to do anything. Vote. Your vote counts. Anyways, God bless you, California. God bless USA, but we gotta do something, guys. This whole world is counting on us. We're just looking at like a bunch of dimwits over here in America because of our president. But the good news is the president is just temporary. By the end of next year, he will no longer be in office. His 4 years will be done. So, that little bit of hope is left. Hopefully, our country can join back to the Paris Agreement. There are plenty of countries in the world. Yeah, America's the only one. It's not North Korea, not Syria, not Iraq, not Russia, not Ukraine, not, where else in the earth? None of them. You know, Egypt, none of those. Guess what country it is? United States of America at the moment. USA. There are a lot of countries in this world. 200 or so, maybe more. And we're the only ones to not be in the Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement basically is an agreement signed by every other country, pretty much other than America right now, that states that the Paris Agreement states that we got to do everything we can to fight global warming, you know, and we stop using coal and oil. Those things are going to end up being hazardous to our planet. Those things are a hazard. We got to think of new solutions. We got to... I know I sound like a leftist right now, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. You know what? Because I am on the left side when it comes to politics. I'll tell you why. Because there's no proof on the other side. Show me some proof. I mean, all the proof is on the science side, on the side of dignity, the side of non-narcissistic behaviors. And this, I can't make it any more clearer. Literally, I can't make it any more clearer. It's just things you see with your eyes, things you hear with your ears. It's just, the Republicans are told not to use those. It's just unbelievable. It makes me sick to my stomach. It really does. Like, come on. Come on, America can do better. Seriously. Guys, we can't let things like that distract us. We gotta vote. We gotta vote him out of office. He gotta be impeached. And then we gotta get back in the Paris Agreement first thing. First thing. On the first day, January 1st, 2021. The longest. You know, at the longest. The worst case scenario. I hope Trump gets his ass dragged out like a little 6-year-old that doesn't want to go to her first day or his first day of school. That's not how a leader should look. Go to Obama if you want a good leader. You know, somebody that... Obama's the perfect example of a real president. A president that doesn't cheat his way through life. A president that actually is absolutely... He loves the world. He loves America's reputation. He just loves everything about America. I mean, go ahead. Call me a leftist, left-wing lunatic. But you know what? I ain't a lunatic. I'm on the side of science. Science is literally people that study 24/7. They're pretty much their entire life on science. And you wouldn't believe them? That's crazy. You'd believe some orange... narcissistic punk ass that he didn't even fight for our country. You want to know how I know? He didn't fight for our country. He didn't spend literally any money on this country. And his parents refused him to go fight for our country, you know. Basically gave him a note, you know, and he just fussed to get out of the military. He never even served a day in his entire life serving the better of this country. What he's doing is making an ass of himself to so many countries. Finland, Sweden, France, Germany, Australia, England, all these other countries that are laughing at us right now. Norway, Sweden, all those other countries are laughing at us. They're like, bunch of cowards, man. I'm sure even some of the Middle Eastern countries are like, whoa, this is jacked up. Because this is not what America wanted in the beginning. That's exactly why we need to vote. Don't really have any more time.
See you guys in the next video. Take care. California, hope you're okay, man. I hope everybody in California stays safe during this terrible, terrible, terrible wildfire. I don't know how much longer it's going to go on, but my God, it's probably because of how warm California is getting. It's getting even hotter over there because of just this whole, it's getting drier and just the air quality is getting worse because we're using all this oil and coal and those other bullshit still that is going to be hazardous to everybody, in the next 20, 30 years. It's going to be really hazardous. We gotta smarten up, guys. We gotta take the side of science because science knows more than us. You could literally debate whether an orange is a grape or a fruit. Or orange is a grape or an apple or something. You could say, "Oh, look at that grape! It's an," and then someone goes to you and like, "It's an apple," but then they're like, "No, it's green. It's green or purple, whichever flavor." And not only that, it's extremely tiny. This is not an apple. And then they taste it and they're like, "Oh, it's a delicious apple. Best apple I've ever eaten." See, you can deny this all you want. It's just like that. You can deny it's happening all you want. Deny it all you want. Shake your head all you want. All the facts is on science. It's in the science. I just want to be one of the people that helps save this nation. So, I'm going to call this out. I believe everybody should be doing a much better job. But then again, we have a shitty president. We're just going to have him temporary. After that, every single presidential election after that, we should be, not only in the Paris Agreement, we should be working to fight for the better of our country and of our nation, of over 200 countries. We gotta, part of being having the words united in our country is the fact that we join together and we literally, we don't join the bully side. We basically just tell them, the bullies, that, whatever. And then you just don't listen to them, and you just make sure you're on the right side of history, and you don't end up looking like an idiot. Because I love this country. I don't want this country to suffer. I don't want any of these other countries to suffer either. I'm pro the American people, unlike Trump, and I'm pro democracy. I'm pro science. I believe we need to do a much better job than what we're doing right now. That's just my opinion. Bash me all you want. This is my opinion, and no matter what you say, you aren't changing my opinion, because you know what? Science is on my side. So I'm going to take the side of science versus an orange monster that wants to try to divide this country into little bitty pieces and completely erase the word united from our country. We are united, which means we stick together, we stand together, we even debate together, but you know what? It should be for the better of our country, not for the worse, not for the corporation, not for anybody else, not for the poor, making the poor have terrible time affording things like food, a lot of homeless people, just all this other stuff, because they're literally stripping all that money away from them and giving it to the people that are already rich, which is just beyond facepalm worthy. Just like, come on. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. I made a good point. I'm pretty sure. I hope California recovers this. This is bad. I mean, these wildfires are going to happen every year and more often. The more coal and all this other crap we're using. If you don't believe it, look it up. Look it up. Look up scientific evidence if you want. I've already seen scientific evidence about it. So yeah, you definitely should too. So yeah, me and my mom forever are going to be on the side of scientists. I mean, period. You should be, honestly. The other side just denies facts. No matter how obvious it is that they're lying, even going so far to say that Democrats are making it up, yet they actually, some of the things the Republicans used to support before this, and now they changed their mind as soon as Democrats were debating them about global warming and stuff. They don't care about the oil. They don't care about anything else that's going to end up affecting our people, not only in the United States but in other countries. We got to come together, guys. That's the reason why we're called the United States. Come on, we're not a bunch of wimps. We're people that supposed to be on each other's side. We're supposed to stand up to bullies, like I said earlier. And you know what? That's not necessarily my idea. I actually took that from President Obama, but take Obama's word for it. We're supposed to stand up to bullies. We're not supposed to join their side. We're not supposed to follow them, follow every move they do. We're not supposed to have a president like that. Yeah, Mom? Yeah, Mom? Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go to ARC right now. I'm going to get some movies, make myself feel better. I'm actually getting tapes today, by the way. See you guys in the next video. Take care. See you guys in my VHS update, and then I'll upload this video right afterwards. Take care, everybody. God bless America. God bless California. We got to do something better. God bless Brazil. God bless those countries, man. You know, God bless the countries that have gone through a lot this year. God bless them all. See you guys in my next video. I love, you know, I loved it back in 2008 when we were actually fighting for the better of our country. Right now, it's just temporary, but it's not really that way as much right now. I'm so proud of Obama, in my opinion. If you don't like Obama, that's perfectly fine, but I honestly think Obama was our very best president of the United States. I thought he was just amazing. Literally, the last speech he made, I was crying my freaking eyes out. I was like, no, I don't want Trump. He's not what a majority of America wanted either. I didn't want him either. Trump's an idiot. I hate him. Anyways, yeah, a bit of a rant on Donald Trump today. I actually didn't even expect it. I didn't think I'd rant on Donald Trump today, but I figured it's been such a long time, I might as well make it a double, or if not, a triple rant. Also, talking about the fact that California is having a wildfire. That was my original point. I was originally just going to make this video a short one, not a rant, but I changed my mind. I made it a rant too. So yeah, see you guys next video. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening. I hope you guys really look into some of the things I've been talking about. I hope you guys look up look up scientific evidence about global warming. Please, it's worth every second of your time. Science is always right. Okay? Because it's evidence. It's proof. Proof never lies. Visuals and things you hear, they never lie to you. Don't let the Republicans change that for you. Because it's not true. Like I said, you could pretend an apple is an orange all you want. It's still an apple. Oh, it's the most delicious orange I've ever eaten. It's an apple, dumbass. That's why it's so sweet. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.